Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today it's the 1953 United States nickel. We have one from the Philadelphia, the Denver, and the San Francisco Mint here. 1953 was the 16th year they made the Jefferson nickel. First came out in 1938. Now, in 1953, there's another American nickel made out of steel, and that's this nickel right here. North American nickel, and the country is Canada. The first year of the Queen Elizabeth Canadian nickels was a steel nickel. And when we get our magnet out, you can see it sticks right up to the magnet. These steel nickels were a carryover from the steel nickels that her father, King George VI, had. This is King George VI last year. You see there's a HP there. Thomas Humphrey Paget was the engraver of that coin. And then we get to the back, we see the year, 1952 for the King George one. 5 cents at the top, 2 maple leaves, a beaver in the center, a KG for George Kruger Gray, then Canada 1952. And then Queen Elizabeth on the front. It says Elizabeth II, Dea Gracia, by the grace of God, Queen here. And we see that this is a multi-sided coin. We see all the different edges on this. The first year of her reign, following her coronation, says 5 cents at the top, all the same things. But down here it says Canada 1953. So in 1953, Canada had a steel coin. The United States coins were nickel. But the United States did have a different metal coin for a few years. From halfway through 1942 until 1945, the United States had nickels that looked like this. And these coins were silver nickels. And the way you can tell a silver nickel from the United States is you look above the Monticello and the mint mark will be up there. So it would be either a S, a P, or a D. This 1943 silver nickel is worth probably $4 to $5 if you get it in better condition. So let's take a look at these nickels. President Thomas Jefferson facing to the left. It says, "In God we trust," in front of him, liberty behind him, a star, and then in 1953 down here. No initials underneath Jefferson in 1953. This is a copper nickel blend coin, has a smooth edge, and when we get to the back we see that it says E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, Monticello in the center, and 5 cents here. NGC Grading Agency indicates that the steps were really soft in the 1953, and you can tell that here. There's certainly not any steps that you can see. If you ever get a full steps version of this, it's going to be worth in the high thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. You notice with the 1953 that the mint mark is still on the back, and that's the D right there, and that's for the Denver Mint. They made $60 million. The auction record for one of these is $15,275, and the best one they found so far is a Mint State 67 Plus full steps. PCGS grades that at about $10,000. They found 2 different inverted D mint mark varieties, as well as some double die obverses and some repunched mint marks. This is a really messy mint mark, and I'm not sure if we could tell even if it was an inverted D. Let me show you some pictures from the PCGS website of the inverted D variety. So this is what the inverted D looks like from the PCGS website, and you can see it's not really that easy to see with a naked eye. If we magnify it up a little bit, you can see what actually is going on there, and that is, you can see that there's this kind of circle around here, and that's the bottom D actually got put on the nickel facing the wrong way, and then they went and put a right way facing D on top of that. So that's why it's worth probably $200 to $300, because it's not the most impressive area you'll ever see, but it's a really interesting one. The inverted D variety is hard to tell in a new or in a used coin, and so many people get one that's kind of beat up like this and think it might be an inverted D. Even if it is, it's not distinguishable enough to make it worth anything. They also made this coin at the Philadelphia and the San Francisco Mint, and the way you can tell again is just to flip it over and look on the back. No mint mark back here. That means it's a Philadelphia Mint. They made $47 million at Philly. The auction record is $8,050, and the highest graded from PCGS, Mint State 66 Plus full steps, and that goes for $7,250. And the last of the mints that made them in 1953 is the San Francisco Mint. The San Francisco Mint in 1953, they have an S mint mark over here. They made $19 million, 2 so far at a Mint State 66 full steps, worth $23,000, and the auction record for a San Francisco 1953 nickel is $24,000. In 1953, they did make 129,000 proof sets. The 1953 proof sets will be from Philadelphia, so it'll be a proof finish on the coin and no mint mark on the back. They also made about 15,500 PDS sets, and the PDS sets are going to be uncirculated mint coins with all three nickels in them, and they currently go for about $775. So if you want to get a really good version of these three coins, you're probably going to have to pay $700 to $800 for a mint set, or buy them individually from a dealer for somewhere in the hundreds to thousands of dollars for each of these individually. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.